Alrighty, so I'm starting the stream a little bit early because I know there's a lot we need to do to Survivor's gear grids. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the first few minutes here, is making sure everybody's gear grids are up to date and what we want them to be. See, like this one's going to need to change Dorothy's because she doesn't even have the shield right now, and she needs it. So we'll probably do the bandage switch again. So we'll edit Dorothy's, we'll replace this with the leather shield, which will give her lots of health, that's for sure. This is not Dridecanth. This is Dridecanthus now. And this is a stone nose. Okay. So from Dridecanthus, she should get 2 survival on departure, and then 1 and 1 on arrival from stone noses, and then that other insanity comes from her screaming leg warmers. So that's all up to date there. Go ahead and save that. It's Dorothy taken care of. Let's do guts next. His is looking good to me. What's up, Titan? Did you end up fighting the lion god this morning then? I'm guessing you did. That picture you sent into Discord was epic. Theatrical. Dragon vestments. Bandages, not stone noses. Nope, just getting ready. Oh, okay. And Greater Gax is now Celestial Spear. Rare gear. Okay, so from that, we still get the evasion from the headband. Dridecanthus should get us 2 survival on departure. And then, okay, so 4 total survival on departure. But we lose the arrival survival by getting rid of that stone nose. And Tarna. I think Tarna's probably changed the most. She's got the bone pickaxe. She's got both of them. Bone pickaxe, Gorment mask, black sword, boots, bandages here now. The bone sickle. Somebody should probably have a whip, but we ain't got time for that. Ain't got space for that. Is really the issue. 2 on arrival from the Dridecanthus, and then nothing else. So we don't have that stone nose anymore. Last but not least is Thistle, who's got Greater Gax up here. Dragon Vestment, Skull Helm, Bone Dagger, Monster Tooth, Cat Gut, Clawhead, Lucky Charm, Cat Eye Circlet. Perfect. No armor set, but 2 strength, 1 luck, which we need to remember it's 2 luck with the Greater Gax, so that'll be even better. But no survival bonuses anywhere, so they just get what they get from our settlement departure bonuses, which is 3 survival, so still be real good. But I think that's all we wanted to, against the level 2 White Lion. That feels pretty good. And as a reminder, Guts has Iridescent Hide, and Thistle has Iridescent Hide. We do have Frozen Star, which is cool, and Way of the Rust, which is good if Tarna gains bleeding tokens. But outside of that, we're looking for a shield proficiency point. Have to get the Fist and Tooth. Really need the sword. Spear isn't as necessary, but still, actually it's not necessary because we're wanting to switch Thistle to Lion Beast Katars. because that luck will be off the chain for him. But they're all going to gain 2 experience after this, so they're going to age faster. I do hate that aspect of this game. Alright, I think we're ready though. So let's get this hunt started. Level 2 white lion. And we want herb gathering. Do we just want to do them both right off the bat? We could. Just in case we end up starting the showdown immediately, we probably should. I know that Bill will be rolling in a few minutes late, probably because I started stream early. But that's alright. It's just the hunt stuff. So we'll do this first. Dorothy will technically be the event revealer. Oh, let's make sure we got all the names right. This is now Dorothy, not Spire. Thistle is correct, Tarna's right, and Guts is right. There we go. So it was just Dorothy that was off. So Dorothy runs up top. We get to do mineral gathering and herb gathering. So we'll do mineral gathering first. Alright. So we need to roll a d10. This is for Tarna because she has the bone pickaxe. Not the way we want to start it off. I think we just lost our pickaxe. You strike a stone that resembles your face. It explodes, covering you in blood. Gain an insanity and the hemophobia disorder. Which is going to be her first disorder back, which actually pairs really poorly with Way of the Rust. Okay, well, I mean, there's nothing for it. That's just the way it is. We'll have to try to get rid of that by getting some other. And he does give a lot of bleeds. Lion gives a lot of bleeds. So that's tough. That's rough. It's a rough way to start. And then herb gathering is next. So everybody gains a survival for herb gathering. And we're just going to do the same thing we did last time to try to get to 45. We'll just all roll sets of 3, starting with Dorothy. 895 is 22, right? 17 and 5, yep. So 22 on the first roll. 22 plus 14, so 36 on the second roll. I think we got it. Yep, so 36, 46, 55 already. So 55. And then, wow, 17, 21. So 55 and 21 is 76. So we came up with 76 total there, which does allow us to explore the swamp if we want. Survivors find a path through the weeds. Any survivor with a sickle may explore the swamp or gain a fresh acanthus. So, no biggie here. We'd have to spend a survival. I would love it if they would just let us get rid of a Disorder that we just got. Hello, Rock. We just got a terrible disorder with Tarna. We got hemophobia from mineral gathering, which is a huge bummer. But we just rolled 76 total with herb exploration. So we're good for an acanthus, but are trying to decide if it's even worth exploring the swamp. Remove any disorders and gain apathetic. So apathetic sucks, obviously. We would not want a 6 or 7. I was starting at noon, Bill. I'm too greedy. Um so we'll just take the fresh acanthus. I have to find a way to cure hemophobia at some point. I think that there's probably some stuff in the settlement I can do to cure a disorder, but we can't be having hemophobia. That's terrible for our way of the rust individual. So we will just not explore the swamp and we'll just gain a fresh acanthus resource. Bloodletting, which we don't have yet. So fresh acanthus. And that's the end of herb gathering, I believe. Yeah. Barber surgeon can too. Okay. Alright, so Dorothy's about to reveal our first hunt event. It is Lion in Heat. Okay, I don't know why Vomit Pile's still here. Fought the antelope forever ago. Lion in Heat. The darkness is filled with unearthly screeching and yowling. Huddled together, the survivors close their eyes but cannot sleep. All survivors suffer 1 brain event damage, which is okay for everybody. Nobody's going to get a box filled in from that, thankfully. And then next is going to be Guts. Our pal Guts. Marked territory. Well, if any survivor has 3+ understanding, they realize it's covered in ammonia, which we already have, so it's just a random hunt event. Kind of thought one of those was going to be White Lion Cub and tease me into trying to get enraged. 23. Hunt events. Lions are boning, Bill, not boring. Because it was lion in heat. 23 is clean water. The survivors pass a forlorn, it's alright, fountain in the shape of a lion's face. Oh, that's convenient. A stream of crystal clear water flows from its mouth. Each survivor consumes the water, gaining a survival and a courage. Any number of survivors may choose to douse their head. Remove a disorder of your choice. Hello, that could be huge. Okay, we're going to do this for sure. So everybody gains a survival and a courage. That's just given. Doesn't look like anybody awoke. 5 courage, 9 courage, 8 courage. Tarna's close to max courage. And Thistle got his first courage. Yay! Now we can choose to do this. So let's just start at the top. Does Dorothy have any disorders worth removing? Secretive is definitely one worth removing. 9 is maxed. That's Guts. He's been maxed for a while. So he definitely has some worth removing. So we're gonna roll on the table with Dorothy. She has some worth removing, sorry. So we'll let her test it out first. 4, your hair is wet. Congratulations. Nothing happens. Okay, it was worth a shot. Now, does Guts have any disorders worth getting rid of? Yes, absolutely. To get rid of traumatized would be wonderful, or even to get a disorder to swap out with it. So we are going to roll for Guts as well. There we go, that's better. I believe that is, so it was an 8. So 8 is, water is bracing, gain an understanding, or remove a disorder of your choice. He's already maxed in understanding. So we're going to get rid of traumatized, which is awesome. Huge to get rid of. I would rather get rid of something, I'd rather get rid of hemophobia for Tarna, but I'm not going to complain. So let's do Tarna. Let's see what she can do for us. Another high one, please, Tarna. Oh, that's right at the end. Gosh dang it. 3 through 5, your hair is wet. Congratulations. Dadgummit. Alright. Thistle, do you have anything worth getting rid of? No. So Thistle's not going to do it. Oh well. Okay. Next is going to be Tarna is our next event revealer. And it is just a random honey vent. Still got rid of traumatized. Yep, that's still a win. Maybe we'll get 23 again. 33. Close. 23 is a good one. It whispers your name sounds worse. The event revealer trips over a protruding nose in the ground. The lips of a stone face begin to move. If the event revealer has no name, the lips stop moving and nothing happens. Otherwise, the lips seductively whisper the survivor's name. If the event revealer is insane, which Tarna is insane, they are drawn in, savagely kissing the face. Repulsed and outraged, the other survivors suffer a brain event damage before pulling the crazed survivor from the ground and moving on. It is insane. None of us have marrow hunger. So, what? Well, Bill, um, Guts doesn't have marrow hunger. What? No, he doesn't. Guts does not have marrow hunger, so we will not add that. I'm sure I just looked through his stuff. But everybody does suffer a brain damage except for Tarna, which will already bold that little light injury on Thistle. Guts has insanity to spare all day long. And then Dorothy, actually that's Dorothy's last too, so not much to spare there either. Okay, and last but not least is Thistle for yet another random. Forgot how long these hunts are at level 2. 23. Oh, 20. Doesn't sound as good. Drylands. As the survivors press forward, the air turns dry and the ground cracks. The survivors suffer heat exhaustion. Each survivor loses a survival. If they are wearing fur or heavy gear, they instead lose a D5. Gorm is heavy. Screaming Antelope is fur. Ouch. So Tarna gets that survival back because she's gonna lose a whole D5's worth. Yeah, but it's where it's gear, uh, not. Um, so it's just those two, and so it's Tarna and Dorothy are gonna lose a D5's worth instead. So we'll start with Dorothy. She loses one. Okay, solid. Should have rolled that for Tarna. And now Tarna loses three. Ouch. She was already the one that was kind of low. Oh no, she's maxed out right now. Okay. Loses a survival. If any survivor has a pickaxe, which we do, the survivors break open an interesting looking vein in the ground, gain an iron strange resource. Great. Thanks. We'll take that. And that's the end of that event. So bringing up the rear, Dorothy is going to reveal our next. Flip it. Prowling Lion. Oh no. Oh hey, that's actually okay because we have a bow. While the survivors stalk the white lion, the monster hunts something else. Move it one space away. In pursuit of its own prey. The white lion starts the showdown with ground fighting in play. We have like 8 iron, I think. I know. They're so annoying, dude. I cannot stand them some days. So we now have all reached overwhelming darkness, which isn't too big of a deal because most of us have Path of the Brave. We do have some lifetime rerolls in case something goes terribly. We might even be able to get some population out of this. We would lose, we'd spend all our survival, but we'd get a population, which could be kind of fun. So we'll start with Dorothy, who is going to walk the Path of the Brave. Losing all survival would be real tough in this fight. Okay. Well, I guess I shouldn't have read that. So Dorothy will lose all survival or a courage. Which is going to be better? She does have a spear. She does have a spear, so she'll be attacking from 2 away, so she won't necessarily end adjacent. Yeah, I don't think they do get any of the... Hmm. I mean, they wouldn't get the new population, like, birth bonuses, but I think that they would get the survival, and or the strength and stuff from... Right? No? Right, so if they get a reroll, they would also get the permanent strength and evasion from survival of the fittest. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll probably just remove a courage to avoid that, because we have 12. I'd rather hold on to the survival for this. I don't want anything to go stinky on us, so we'll lose a courage to ignore them. And then Guts next, who is also walking the Path of the Brave. 7, that's better. That one was scary close again, though. Suffer an event damage to the arms. Oh no. Okay. Tarna, what do you know? Path of the Courageous here. We have some very courageous survivors. Maybe not courageous enough. 3, gain a -1 accuracy token. And this is the scary one. So Thistle has to walk the path of the doomed, because he is not insane or courageous. So we'll just roll here. So 4, little low, but ouch. Um, so you glimpse a nightmare whale swimming overhead. Your heart shrivels. Lose half your survival rounded down and gain the post-traumatic stress disorder. So he's going to have to skip a hunt. So he'll lose 2 and gain PTSD. I don't think that we get the Acanthus resource. I don't think that's on his gear anywhere that we get to start with Acanthus. So, would have been cool, but hunt events, because I think we have one more to go. And I think that Dorothy was the last one, so this will be Guts once again. Who, oh my gosh, it's a random. Who would have thought? Yeah, they nerfed the heck out of Lope armor in 1.6. Because I think it was also worth 3 armor points everywhere instead of 2. 21? Oh my gosh, we almost got 23 quite a few more times. Drawings. Cowering in a cave, the survivors find strange drawings decorating the walls. They appear to contain a message. Any survivor with 3+ understanding may try to decipher the drawings. If the settlement has pictographs, which we don't, I don't think, right? I know we have a lot, but we don't really have any of them useless ones. So, oh, gain an insanity, that's gonna be good. Yeah, we're probably gonna end up rolling on this because we're a little low on the insanity train. I think we all have 3 understanding. We do. So we'll start with Dorothy to hopefully build up a little bit of insanity for free. 4? I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking for. 4 through 7, the meaning escapes you, gain an insanity. I don't really want Guts to gain an insanity though. He's got plenty. I'd rather see him gain the survival and fighting arts. So Guts. Oh, he's not gonna do that. Suffer monster level brain damage. So 2 to his brain. Tarna. It's 5, so that's an insanity. And then Thistle. Gets an insanity. That's alright. So Acanthus you can use to eat resources all day. It's basically something you have to do. I don't like the game making me things to win, but it's necessary. Yeah. Alright. Now we get this started. So let's set up a showdown for level 2. Okay, wait. This is kind of where the confusion pops in, because I think what I have to do is find ground fighting and then build the deck with ground fighting included. So we will set up the showdown for a level 2. And it does help because I have somebody that has right? No? Oracle's Eye, yeah. Oh good, we got some Acanthus as our random. Uh-oh. And the Lion God statue, which we can't use. So we'll need to grab a new random terrain. So we'll shuffle these up, maybe get another thing. I was gonna draw that. Toppled pillar. Toppled pillar sucks. What's going up here? So we have somebody with Oracle's Eye, so we can just look at this anyways and hope that ground fighting is in here. So it isn't in here. So we need to go grab it. Okay, I guess I didn't click it. There we go. So let's grab ground fighting. And I need to remove one advanced card. And in order to do that properly, I'll pull them all out, shuffle them face down. So alert, smart cat, bloodthirsty, enraged. Man, hopefully we can get rid of enraged. That'd be great. I'll put them all down right here in a pile, shuffle them up, and get rid of one. So we will draw this face down. That's an advanced card that's been replaced by ground fighting. Put this back on the deck, shuffle them all up. And there we go. So we're gonna put the you know, the long tall grass wherever we want it. We're gonna move these up a bit closer. I don't know if you guys would care, but since he doesn't move, I'm just gonna move the people here where I want them to be. Save us a couple of steps. So we're just gonna have Tarna loot both Acanthus basically, because she has the bone sickle. So Tarna's gonna start with this bottom fresh Acanthus. 16. So she definitely gets that one. We might end up with 3 fresh Acanthus here, which could be nice. And then we'll just have her run up to this one, do the same thing. Which is a well over. I will move guts. Well over. So that's another fresh Acanthus. That out of here. Nice. 3 fresh Acanthus acquired on a white lion hunt, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'll move guts up here for now, and probably move Tarna in here. Because we're going to shoot at him first. Because for anybody that doesn't know, ground fighting, the monster flops onto its side, waiting for attackers to draw near. And then when a survivor spends their activation in the zone of death, he attacks you with +1 speed and +1 damage. But if we don't do that, then it's no big deal. So this stays in play until the white lion's wounded, basically. So let's also get he's got a +1 damage and +1 speed. Let's get those in here. Then we'll probably refresh ourselves on cunning. So +1, +1. And then perfect. So cunning. At the end of each monster turn, the monster extends its claws and anybody adjacent suffers grab. So we don't ever want that to happen because he full moves away, isolates. It's super annoying. So basically, I mean, he's not knocked down, but he's pretty much knocked down for all intents and purposes aside from accuracy. So I'm going to have Thistle shoot the clawhead arrow at him to start, which is 1 speed, and he'll be hitting on a 6+. So he only gets 1 try with the arrow. Then he'll get as many tries until he hits with the bow. But I'd really like it to be the arrow because of the, yes, because of the evasion bonus we get for that. So he gets a -1 evasion because it's a clawhead arrow. But he doesn't stand up until he actually receives the wound. I definitely should have looked at these first, huh? That was kind of dumb. Okay, strange hand. Actually, this is probably the one I would have put on top anyways, because this is our super lucky guy, and he could get a permanent strength here, which could be pretty sweet. So his luck is 3, so he will be critting on 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty good odds for that crit. I don't mind that by any means. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Oh, a 6. Come on. So it's a successful wound. So we draw this face down. Ground fighting gets discarded. Let's refresh ourselves on his toughness. I think it's 10. Yeah, 10. So we'll still be smashing him as far as weaponry is concerned. So let's get guts in there right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We put Tarna in the back because she has honorable. So I guess we could try Dorothy with the shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Dorothy's in the blind spot with the shield. And will be hitting on... So she's only throwing 1 die, which sucks. But that drops down to 6 plus, basically, because blind spot plus the -1 evasion token. So pretty decent odds here. Yes. Successful hit to an impervious location. Tragic. Could maybe crit and get a shimmering mane. No. Alright, so that's the end of her attack. Let's utilize, now that we're through the top 2 cards, let's probably utilize our Cat Eye Circlet. Or our, Cat Eye Circlet with Thistle. So Thistle, who shot the arrow off the bat, will need to surge to use the Cat Eye Circlet. Just because I want to see what Guts is walking into here. 1, 2, 3 safe hits. Wounds are not good. This wound is okay. This wound's actually good. This is the really crappy crit that would be trouble for us to get this early. I'd probably rather receive a basic action than fuzzy groin. I'm gonna have somebody with little to no luck attack the fuzzy groin spot. Okay, so Thistle's turn's completely done aside from the ability to dash. Now Guts is gonna run. He's gonna end up using a survival, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's gonna dash to get to the other blind spot. Let's see if a 4, so he does actually spend that. And now he's going to attack in the blind spot with Fist and Tooth. So Guts has no accuracy buff, which sucks. He does have a permanent speed increase, so it will be 2, so 3 total speed. And he'll be hitting on 6 plus with Fist and Tooth. None. 0. All misses. Spend a survival to surge. Let's see if we get to keep it. We do not. So we will be surging here. 1. Holy cow. Thank goodness. Now, Guts has a base strength of 5. So he will be wounding on a 5 plus here is all. which feels pretty weird for Guts, but he is critting on 8, 9, 10, which is nice. Like that. I did not do arrival bonuses. I need to do that. Okay. We didn't bring Thanos, so we don't have Red Fist. So a crit, the force of the blow breaks the white lion's ribs, weakening it. The white lion gains a -1 toughness. Not bad. He gets his weapon proficiency point. Did Dorothy get hers for the shield? She did, right? She was successful. -1 toughness helps. So Thistle's done. She didn't with the shield? Did we not surge with her? I just felt like we probably would have surged if we didn't apply the wound. If we have more than 2 wounds... So she didn't. Wow. That's alright. We'll probably... Because she didn't use Cat. Thistle shot his arrow and wounded and used Cat Eye Circlet. So Dorothy just moved in the blind spot and attempted and must have missed. So we can definitely still surge that. Oh yeah, because that was the permanent strength one. No? Well, she had to have done something. She moved into the blind spot. So we'll surge with her, since we obviously want to get that proficiency point. And looking for 6+. Nice. Okay, another chance. Okay, this wound kind of sucks. So he's got a -1 toughness, which means this basically gains a strength. So we'll be wounding on a 5+ here instead of a 6+. 5+, come on. No. Okay. She's going to be a little tough to get that wound with, I think. But all right. And then Tarna is going to be kind of our last to attack. She does have a shield proficiency. Yeah, what does it do? You're no longer knocked down after collision with a monster, is what that does. So Tarna needs to get that sword proficiency. She's going to be the target of this attack, which is okay. She probably has some of the least armor of anybody, but could probably eat up 1 attack. She's got 3. So we'll have her go 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is, okay, 4 and no, we can't do that. Because basically what's going to happen is the lion's going to attack her, and then we're all 3 going to have to spend a survival to dash away from cunning, which is stupid. But we'll have Tarna attack with the black sword. 1, 2, 3. Looking for 5+ because he has a -1 evasion. 1, 1. And this is the bad crit, which is good. She's just our consistent wounder. She's not our consistent critter. That is a wound, thankfully. My goodness, barely. So that gets rid of fuzzy groin. Get that face down. She does have 4 survival. I'm not sure if I want to surge this quick though, just because of how important using that survival for dash is going to be. And we've done a decent little amount of damage here. So I'll probably not surge. So let's let the lion go. He draws, okay, so it's a terrifying roar, so it's a brain damage attack. So it's all non-deaf survivors. Roll 1d10 per target if it's 2 plus and greater than their courage. So we need some good stuff here. Because we do have some decent courage. So Dorothy only has 4 courage. So we'll go after her first. Low, 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 low. 7. So she's going to take 2 brain damage and knock back 6. Where's Dorothy at? 6. Okay, next will be Guts. Guts has 9 courage. Gonna be real hard for this lion to actually hit him. Yeah, he didn't. So nothing happens to Guts. Tarna has 8 courage. It's kind of the same thing. Gonna be really hard to hurt her. But he did. So she takes 2 insanity damage and flies away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And last is Thistle, who this will hurt a lot more than anybody else. And he only has 1 courage, so we basically need a 1 here. It's close. Close, but not quite. So he takes 2, which is going to be a brain trauma roll. And knockback 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't know if it's society or whatever we get at Lantern Year 12, but so Thistle is going to have to roll on the brain trauma chart. Dun dun. So there's our brain trauma chart. Get this guy out. Let's see what is happening. Death. Death for Thistle. 1 to 2 is mortal terror. You're dead. Thistle's our super luck person, so we're going to have to spend somebody's reroll. I guess maybe Dorothy's? Kinda lame. But we'll do Dorothy's. Holy shit! Wow. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Mm, yeah, so we could have done Antelope Scream a bunch of times. Um, like while we were free. Because we had the infinite turns is what you're talking about. So I could have technically gotten everybody up to 3. So with these Antelope Screams, if they're insane, they gain a movement, but otherwise I could have got everybody to 3, so she would still be at 1. Because it would have gotten her up to 3 and she just took 2 damage. So it would have been 1. She would still have 1 left. And Dorothy still has her lifetime reroll. Okay. Yeah. The old do-back machine. Whoops. So Dorothy's already been knocked back, yes? Or Thistle? Perfect. Yeah, and everybody else I think already had 3, 4, 8, and 3, so it was just for Dorothy. And then he's going to perform basic action targeting the furthest survivor in range. So there is a break in the flow, but I'd probably rather Guts suffer collision than dash out of the way of this. Because I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dorothy's in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so I could choose, actually. I can choose Dorothy or Tarna, since they're the same distance. They're equidistant. I did give her lifetime reroll back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. Well, I'm going to keep them over here, obviously, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have him attack Tarna, who has decent armor, but the ability to regain survival. So it's 3 speed, really good accuracy, and 2, but only 2 damage to each. Yeah, she'll dash away after this attack lands. Because if she doesn't dash away, he'll go after Dorothy. So regardless, we're gonna have to. So the light brain damage box was already filled in on the hunt event on Thistle. Why would I dash now, Rock? Can she avoid the whole attack like that? So he like moves towards her and she would dash out of his reach like that? And then he wastes his turn, moving the full 7? Oh, wow. Is that real? So it's just like cheesing out of every hit. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, well that's the end. And he does cunning, but nobody's adjacent, so nothing happens. Let's start this off with probably Dorothy, who's probably going to end up doing that scream again, especially since she's all the way out here. She's a mile away. So she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and scream. So everybody gains a movement except for Thistle, who gains an insanity and is now currently safe. Guts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still can't quite get there with his additional movement. Thistle and Tarna. Thistle's not a big hitter, but he is a deadly hitter when he does. But he's also our Cat Eye Circlet guy. We'll probably have a move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thistle's really just rolling 1 die with this greater Gax. But he's hitting on a 4 plus, and then critting on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do need to keep him in the rotation as often. Okay. Stand corrected. He's a trash can. Skill issue. So that's a miss. A swing and a miss from the blind spot. Not sure if I want to surge to do that again. I actually don't. I should probably look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should probably search to look at the top 3 cards, but I'm a little scared about that because he's also pretty much out of survival. He's only got 2. Tarna's pretty good with the black sword. One hit. Pretty good with the black sword. Produces 1 hit. Mm. Alright. She shut me up. The blow destroys the white lion's jaw. Persistent injury, no jaw. Affects some AI cards. Roll a d10. 5 plus. Come on. Oh my gosh. It would have killed him if it would have been one of those windpipe ones. I think he'll still do Terrifying Roar because it doesn't say on that card. But they gain a courage and a survival, which is going to max out her courage. So she's going to see the truth right now. Along with getting rid of that AI. So let's go to see the truth. Oh, she's going to go a little bit blind, huh? I do not like that one. She's already got one -1 accuracy token. Oops. It's on the wrong screen. Okay. So she does have an Acanthus. Yep, she's got an Acanthus and Unbreakable. So we need to roll a d10 on this, right? The greatest courage is achieved when the past and future are abandoned. The void that remains is dark, endless well of strength. Fear and pain are your nourishment, and you will feast. You suddenly recall meeting a man who, for a moment, opened your second eyelids. What you saw filled your mouth with the taste of your own death. Suffer the blind, severe head injury, and taste death. If you're not blind, do not suffer it again. She has dried and fresh. So I'm going to drop this die. We can either use the dried acanthus or unbreakable. No, ignore one of your severe injury roll results. So it will have to be dried acanthus. So we'll get rid of a dried, take it out of our storage to avoid blind. Always good. Always good to avoid that. And then we get to roll for this. I hope there's nothing terrible either way. I really hope there's nothing terrible. So 2 is sweet. When your second eyelids opened, the veil of darkness was lifted. You recall looking into the sky and viewing a horizon of titanic faces. Each face is different and peers at a different part of your body. Death was upon you, and strangely weak flavor swirled around your mouth. Gain the weak spot disorder and the following ability. That just means you can't depart unless you have armor in one spot, right? Perfect, that's no problem. I just wanted to randomize it to the arms. And then Sweet Battle. Once per round you may surge without spending survival. If you do, the activation must be used to activate a weapon. So double attack? Wow. That's awesome. It's called Sweet Battle. Wow. That's pretty awesome. So it wouldn't work for the circlet or anything necessarily, but it would work for this black sword that she's holding onto right here. So we're going to surge for free with Tarna right here. Well, I'm getting a little nervous because we haven't looked at the deck. Do we want to... she's already got a constellation. She has the Way of the Rust that she's had for a while. Yeah, she is Rust. So do I want to surge with Thistle and look at this deck, or do I just want to roll with it anyways? Because if I surge with Thistle, that'll drop him down to 1 survival. Okay, we'll just surge with her then. Looking for 5 plus with 3 dice. 1, 2. 2 hits. Deck's still fairly thick. We did well there. So, nice. Alright, let's head after Beast's Heel here. Sweet. She's going crazy right now. So the white lion is knocked down. And ruptured tendon. When the white lion starts its movement, roll a d10. On a result of 1, he's knocked down. And I forgot this no jaw hangs out as well. We're critting like crazy. The problem is there's just none of them are the resources we need. It's a bummer. Oh, and she doesn't have deadly. We gotta get her deadly. Would have just been an accuracy token, but... Did I forget to take off a wound for that? I forgot to take off a wound for the first one, Bill. Is that what you're saying? Okay. My bad, everybody. So let me ask you, with Sweet Battle, does that mean that she can technically surge 3 times and spend 2 survival? Or does that just mean that her surge no longer costs survival? No, I think you're right. I think especially since that word surge is bolded, it just means surging is free with her weapon. Yeah, which is freaking sweet is what it is. Because now I'm almost tempted to surge with Thistle to attack with that Greater Gax. Because that's got the crazy luck. And if he wounds, that's some good luck. I need Guts to get in there too, though. It's kind of a tough decision. Also, no reactions. You are true. So should I use his activation to surge and look at the deck instead? Okay. I'll let Thistle surge to swing with the Greater Gax and hit on a 3+. Of course. Now he chooses to roll that 10. Okay. So this we crit on 6 through 10. That'll do it. So it's a crit. So he gains a -1 movement token and a resource. We'll take that -1 movement all day. So, bruise the white lion's femur, crippling its graceful movement. The white lion suffers a -1 movement and a random white lion resource. Yes, please. White fur. Okay. So that puts him down to 1 survival, which is scary, no doubt. But now Guts has to get in there and do some good. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Surge to get over here. Let's see if he gets to keep that dash. Sorry, not surge. That's not what I meant. It is going to cost him to dash. But now he's going to attack with Fist and Tooth. 3 dice hitting on 3+. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Oh man, that scared me. That was a scary amount of cards to draw. Okay. So we're critting on 8, 9, 10 here. Wounding on 5 through 10. 4 through 10, since he has that -1 toughness, right? Didn't he get a -1 toughness token for something? Did I forget to put it out? I'm almost positive we did something and he got a -1 toughness. I just must have forgotten to bring it out. I didn't think I forgot, but... Okay. So let's pull these dice off here. He got the -1 movement from this crit. Right here. Which one was it? Oh, it was the most recent crit. White Lion gains a -1 movement token. So we'll start, I guess, with Beast's Temple, especially since none of these reactions are valid right now. Start there. Very interesting. We're going to need to be better than that. Guts, okay. There we go. Now we're talking. What do we get for that? A -1 accuracy token. No resource, though. We'd have the entire Screaming Antelope's deck already if we were fighting him. Oh, and this. Don't forget that. I think I might declare Fated Blow here, just to try to ensure that wound and possibly get devastating. I am. I'm going to declare Fated Blow to try to get devastating. Yeah, everybody got their weapon proficiency. Perfect. I would have missed. No, I would have hit with it. So it's this, down, down. Shield actually hasn't gotten their weapon proficiency point yet. Who's our shield? Is Dorothy. I don't think she has. Nope, she has. She must have done. Nope. Because it wasn't successful and then she was successful. So Dorothy got it, Guts got it, Tarna got it. Thistle isn't really going for it. Because Dorothy got knocked all the way out there. She moved forward and did her little scream. But that's going to be it for our survivors. So we're going to have to do quite a bit of dashing this next round, but that's okay. So White Lion draws. See, what are the odds of that? That sucks so bad. I know we're close to killing, but this is such a brutal mood. Enraged. When this comes into play, draw another AI. While Enraged is in play, the White Lion gains a damage token per monster level, so that's 2 additional damage tokens. That is so not okay. Oh, and they're the bad ones, so we'll put them here and here. Oh my gosh. And it's Grasp, so it's closest knocked down survivor in range, which is nobody. Let's remind ourselves on these. So this is when the White Lion starts its movement. And then otherwise it's closest knocked down survivor in range or closest survivor in range. So if I dash to this corner with Guts, with Guts, yeah. Well, that doesn't necessarily have to be true. It doesn't. No, and that's not true either because the White Lion starts the round. The White Lion starts a new turn. But what I'm thinking. So he's going to have to take this. He's going to have to eat this up. He's going to have to eat the attack and then suffer to get away from grab. Because he's not going to be able to outrun him here. But he should be able to maybe outmaneuver him, possibly? I don't know, that's tough. Because he's got -1 movement, but unfortunately, I think it still has 6 movement because it's 7. Yeah. So he's got 6 movement, so I can't outrun him. If Dorothy screams, we are as fast. If Dorothy screams, we all gain 1 movement, which puts us at 6. Um, which it would match his speed, basically. So it wouldn't quite help us. You'd still dash to the grass for evasion. But who would you dash with? Would you dash with Thistle? Because if I dash with Guts, he's going to run Thistle over. I could freeze his brain with Tarna. If I freeze his brain with Tarna, she'd spend a survival minus 2 accuracy, which would bump this up to 4 plus. And then Guts has 2 evasion, which would change it to 6 plus. And if I got 1 under that, I could dodge the attack and then we could all dash away. It's probably the safest bet. So if I spend a survival, his accuracy... Oh, nice. So his accuracy is actually 5 plus now with 2 dice. So let's do that. And he's targeting Guts for everybody's information. So 2 dice. Guts has 2 evasion, I believe. Guts has 2 evasions, so it's anything under a 7 misses. Dude, and that's Kingdom Death. You can plan as much as you want, but at the end of the day, it's still going to find a way to trash you. Okay, so that's worth 1, 2, 3, 4 damage each. Yeah, grass would have saved me, but it would have also left everybody open to the end game. I couldn't have dashed away like I can now. Grass would have isolated, still would have isolated somebody. Somebody would have still been left adjacent. And I was pretty sure we could roll under 1, and then it would have worked. Roll 1 die under 7, and then it would have worked for everybody. But 4 damage to each of these spots. Waist and legs. We'll take it to the waist. No, we'll take it to the legs. Dodge the waist. Let's see if we get that dodge for free. Give me that dodge for free. Come on. Been rolling those not great. So now he's going to do grab. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place target knocked down in front of monster. Target suffers... Oh, yeah. Roll the movement thing. Which could be huge if he fails this. 1 or a 2. Come on. A 6. How about that? I could have used a 6 a minute ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knockdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Guts is going to take 2 damage from grab to his body. But that's not all, because now he is going to do cunning. So he's going to move again. Encourage, then dash. Okay. Who has the most survival up top? Dorothy. Dorothy will encourage Guts. Guts is up. Guts is going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if he gets to keep that dash. Please. We need to... Thank you. Free dash. I was going to say we need to hold on to some survival. Okay. So he doesn't do cunning. But he is still enraged. He has no job, but that hasn't helped us yet. So Dorothy's going to run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have her scream. So Thistle gains another insanity, and everybody else gains a movement. Yeah, and we'll have her sit there like that. Now we have Guts, Thistle, and Tarna in charge of killing this lion. So let's have Thistle move into the grass for the evasion and look at these top 3 hit locations. 1, 2, 3. 3 safe hits. 1 reflex is going to be annoying. 2 failures that aren't great. But we're safe on those. We just don't want to fail. So we'll put that on the bottom. And then I think since we have to avoid those failures so hard, I think we go Tarna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dash, 6, 7. Oh, actually, we have 6 movement, so we don't even need to dash. We can just move right up into the blind spot with... Oh, and Tarna can't attack from the blind spot. So she is going to end up having to dash. We'll have her dash over this way in case, because we want him to run into the board if that becomes a thing. So Tarna has to dash to get there. And she's going to attack now. 3 dice. 5 plus. 1, 2. Okay. So we avoided the reflex. But she did draw the 2 bad failure cards. Okay, success on 1. There we go, there's the bottom of his deck. I was wondering where it was at. And Beast's Tricep. Nice, another one. Okay. So, here's where we run into a little bit of issue. Because we could have Thistle Surge and look at these top 3 again, because really we only know what the top 1 is. And it's a kind of an annoying reflex. Or we attack with the sword again without looking, hoping for the best, and then we look after that attack. Because he's still got more than... he's got 3 exact. So I think we should probably look now, just in case we can draw all 3 and kill him. So I'm going to have Thistle Surge with his last survival to check those top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we're in a bit of an interesting spot. Because we can only afford to do damage twice at a time. So we'll go in with the Celestial Spear, is what we'll have to do. And then we'll have to wait a whole round. Yeah, that's the smarter move. So we'll have Guts go. 1, 2. He's going to attack with the spear. Oh, but he has +1 permanent speed. That's where that issue comes from. And the spear's already got decent accuracy, so that'd be a 3+. We don't want that. We only want to draw... Actually, we might as well try it with Guts and the spear, because the spear has the best chance of discarding the trap, right? He's got a decent amount of armor left. The problem is that trap is doing 4 damage to each spot it hits, which sucks. But we might be able to discard it if we hit with the spear all 3 times. I feel like that's probably our best course of action. So let's give it a try. Maybe we'll miss one. If we miss one, then that's a great solution. I only see the 5. 572, we only, or 582, we only hit twice. Which is what we wanted. We wanted the chance to get rid of these. So we're going to do this first. Probably. Yeah. Get this out of there. We are wounding on 2+. Six. Good for a wound. Not a crit. Which would have been probably nice there. So draw that face down. And let's get after this one. This reflex, he's going to run into the edge of the board. Not a big deal. 10. 7. One short of a crit, I believe. I think we crit on 8, 9, 10. With 2 total luck. Maybe just 1 total luck. So, it is another wound. But he's going to... So does he just move into the board edge and stop there, since he wasn't already adjacent to it? Right? Pretty sure that's how that works. Or does he keep moving up the board? Yep, okay, stops there. That's what I thought. So, yeah, now it's Lion's turn again. And he's going to do his basic action, which is closest survivor in field of view. So it's actually Tarna. But can Tarna dash out of the way of him? I mean, she potentially could, right? Because he's a diagonally adjacent. We could at least dash up to the grass. We could scream with whoever screams. So this is, he's picking Tarna as the target. I guess it could be either. But probably what I'll do is pick Tarna. Yeah, watch this. So she's going to scream. Dorothy spends a survival to scream. Everybody now gets the movement, not just... because Thistle's insane. So then Tarna is going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we'll just have her dash here. We want the adjacent thing to not be a big deal. She's still going to get isolated though, isn't she? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because he can still... Oh, can he? Can he get there? I don't think he can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he can. But not if she spends her full movement to get up here. Because this is where she was. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so he won't even be able to get to her. So that'll be great. So yeah, we'll roll first to see if he gets paralyzed. On a 1 or a 2, a 6 again. So he does have the okay to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I counted that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get to her. Guts is knocked down from collision. But then that's it. And there's nobody adjacent to him, so he can't isolate anybody, right? Confirm chat that I played that correctly. It feels right. I mean, aside from taking... I still have to take Tarna's survival. But can confirm. Perfect. So now here we are. With a trap in a not so great spot. But we can cat eye, push it down, Dorothy could try to seal the deal with the spear. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to cat eye. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go back in this order. Ploy on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Then Thistle's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just because I don't want him in facing for whatever reason. Dorothy's going to go... Dorothy now has 6 movement, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because of Scream. Because I believe it does it to herself. So all non-deaf survivors gain a movement, and she is a non-deaf insane survivor. So she would be able to move around into the blind spot here and attack with this celestial spear. 2 dice, hitting on 3+. 2 hits, which is what we wanted. We want 2 chances to do it here. So obviously we're going to do the wound first, because if we fail, nothing happens. We'll put it all our eggs in one basket kind of thing. There we go. Perfect. Dead. The wound doesn't matter because he is dead. Whew. Kind of got a little dicey on us there for a second. But nothing we couldn't handle. Yeah, Enraged makes it real spicy. So 4 basic and 6 white lion. Good. So here's our basics. Let's draw those first, shuffle them up. I mean, we want lots of hide to turn into leather for lantern armor. So that's kind of where I'm at. So, okay, never will complain about a love juice though. 1, 2, 3, oh gosh, 4, unbelievable. Not a single hide from basic. Okay, lion has already given us 1 hide. If we want to go the Qatar route, we need to pull some lion beast Qatars, 2 lion claws here basically. 1, 2. I think we get an insanity for this. Yep. So we'll give that to probably Thistle. So that's 2, 3, nice, 4, 5, 6. Did not get that second lion claw. That's kind of a little bit of a bummer. Where was it at? They were stuck in the back middle area. Okay, the Shimmering Mane. That was a real good one to get. So let's put Gorm Climate back in there. I don't know why this... I think I was just looking at that card for fun. Oh, and these Acanthuses as well that were gathered are coming home from us. With us. Yeah, and we needed bone. The problem is we needed a little more organ in order to special innovate scrap smelting, I think. It's going to be close. Oh yeah, thank you. So Guts does give us another iron because of his mastery, or his constellation, I mean. And that's it. So we need to manage departing survivors. Nope, we're just going to complete the showdown. Guts has retired. Oh, Thistle doesn't even get one because of post-traumatic stress. That's kind of annoying. So we'll come back with 4 total because of cooking, but... Guts has retired. That's a sad one. Really is. So Guts does, however, max out Fist and Tooth. Which is a big goal. that we had as a settlement. Um, Heading over to the timeline, we got nothing here except for what we draw. How many shuffles, everybody? I'm pretty sure last time I did it without your guys' input, I drew Plague. So, what do you mean, no? Should we just stick with 3? 3 say fine. If you guys won't chime in, I'll do it myself. That way it's all on me, just like you want. Oh my gosh. Cannot hardly catch a break in this settlement. It is so bad. So we got Skull Eater and Gorm Climate. Okay. So we have to deal with Skull Eater first. Randomly choose a returning survivor and give them 3 insanity. If there are no returning survivors, choose one from the settlement. This survivor consumes the skull of a deceased survivor. They awaken a hunger that cannot be stopped and roll on the table below. They also gain the marrow hunger impairment. Ugh. Gross. This is another bad one. Um, so is Guts pretty much going to end up being murdered because he's the oldest? Is that pretty much how it's going to end up being? Um, I just don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends who we give this insanity to. Who do we want to do that to? Not, not Dorothy or Tarna. Did I not give her the sword proficiency? Okay, you guys definitely saw it. She definitely wounded with the sword. She should be at 7, just like Dorothy. No, I get to randomly choose a returning survivor. Random's so stupid. Alright, what do we got here? Dorothy. Oh boy. She's 1 short of shield mastery. The one we really couldn't afford. Okay, Dorothy, you get 3 insanity. And roll on this freaking table. Six. Middle. 3 through 7. The Skull Eater's activities go unnoticed. They gain a permanent strength and courage, but we add the murder settlement event to the timeline next year. Hmm. Yeah, but what would we use her reroll for, though? Do you know what I mean? What, so we could get 8, 9, 10, or 1, 2? I know we really want her 8 plus, but that's a big ask for a lifetime reroll. It's a tough roll. Or she could be killed by Guts, right? Couldn't she be killed by Guts? Because marrow hunger just means you have to be nominated. It doesn't mean you have to be the murderer. Because Guts has more insanity than she does. So couldn't Guts kill her after Dorothy goes and gets the shield mastery on the next hunt? Oh, but she's secretive, so she can't depart next year. Oh. If she wasn't secretive, that would work out just fine. Because she would have gotten shield mastery, but... It's a tough call, because I totally understand what you're saying. Oh, we could use a newbie's reroll, huh? Okay, so do we have a not so great, like, newbie in here? I like a lot of our newbies. Not Titans. Verda doesn't have hers either. So, let's be honest. What is the worst part of Guts dying? Because I mean, obviously, I like Guts for sure. He's a homie, but he's done. So, if Guts is the one to die, what do we really lose? We have other survivors that can give fighting arts. He's retired. There's nothing we can do about that. He's done forever. So he would be passing down. He'd be passing down Fist and Tooth Mastery. Read Murder. Okay. So Murder. Someone has said the survivor with the highest XP is the victim. The murderer with the highest insanity was caught in the act. So, but because she has marrow hunger, that would be our friend. Select the table that corresponds with your settlement's society principle. So we currently have no principle. So 1 through 3, the murderer is killed. 4 through 7, departing survivors gain 5 insanity minus 2. 8 through 10, the murderer is heralded. +1 permanent strength, +1 courage. In the skull helm gear. Add the settlement event to the timeline 1d5 years from now. Not great. Okay. So I guess I would be okay if we used a newbie's reroll on Skull Eater, and we just stick with whatever happens. And then if nothing really happens here, we add murder next year, and then we could use Dorothy's reroll on murder if it's going to be bad. Obviously it sucks, and that is super annoying, but a 1 through 2 is horrible. If we get a 1 through 2 and lose Dorothy, and we have shield mastery at 7 of 10, man. Is shield mastery even worth it? I know Bill, like, won't even hear anything else. He won't even debate on shield mastery, but let me see what it does. Bill love his shield mastery. Shield mastery. When a shield master is adjacent to a survivor that is targeted by a monster, they may swap spaces on the board with the survivor and become the target instead. Okay. Is it because everybody gets the specialization? Is that why we like it? Because that doesn't seem super amazing to me. More, okay, so it is more. Everybody gets the proficiency, which is no longer suffer collision with a monster and add an additional to every hit location. Yeah, which is nice. Which actually we haven't been doing for Dorothy, I don't think. Oh, no, it should have been doing it automatically. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll use Cersei's lifetime reroll on Murder, or on Skull Eater, and just hope for an 8, 9, 10. And if that doesn't happen, we'll deal with the consequences, I guess. Is that what we're thinking? Okay. So Cersei, see lifetime reroll, and we better just really hope for an 8, 9, 10 year. I mean, if I can be picky, 10 then. Well, I mean that's pretty good. 9. The other survivors redirect the Skull Eater's hunger. They may spend 2 endeavors, which we will, to replace marrow hunger with binge eating disorder. If they don't, then add. Obviously, we're going to. Good call, Rock, on the reroll. Good call. Appreciate ya. And now we got to deal with this awesome Gorm climate. Yes, I love it. Bill's mad? Oh no. Why is Bill mad? Oh shoot. I didn't want to make him mad. Bill. Okay. So we survived Gorm climate as well. I'm not sure why he would be upset. Oh, he can't get in the stream. That's not good. Maybe it's because I banned him. No, I'm just kidding. I want that known up front. I'm just joking. Has he... Oh. Oh, I can't see... Oh. I can't even see his comments. Can you tell him that in chat this second I don't understand how they can't read the card? Tell him to hold on. Tell him I can't comment on stream. Tell him I laughed. I can't comment. Time to age up. Add Fist and Tooth Mastery to Guts. I have added Fist and Tooth Mastery to Guts, Bill. Maybe try like closing out of YouTube, maybe? And trying to relog in. But I feel like we were reading the card pretty well. Anyways, we were able to pretty much avoid that murder stuff. And we did already give Guts the Fist and Tooth Mastery. Wow, look at that. All maxed out on everything. That's crazy. So we're 2 endeavors down because of that, which, you know, take or leave. It's better that we don't have that severe terribleness. So we'll probably innovate, would be my guess. Because we are way short on organ from doing scrap smelting. We do have cooking, yep. 2 endeavors left because Somebody had post-traumatic stress, which means they don't contribute to endeavors. Lame. Okay. So I need to read the mastery on Fist and Tooth, according to Bill. Let's check. Okay, Fist and Tooth Mastery. While a survivor is a Fist and Tooth Master, they gain 2 permanent accuracy and 2 permanent strength. They receive this bonus even when not attacking with Fist and Tooth. So, Bill, are you saying that's why we need to keep him? That's why we need to keep Guts, because he can produce offspring that are almost Fist and Tooth Masters? That's probably what he's saying. That that even though Guts is retired, he's still one of the most important people in the settlement because he can produce people that are pretty close to Fist and Tooth Masters that would already start at level 4. Titan. Was that Bill that said that? He knows that's a spoiler. Guts will come out again, no spoilers. Oh, jeez. Bill. Okay. So there's that. Um, Now, if we need to innovate, we would spend like a sinew, probably a curious hand, and just a monster bone. Because we want to innovate every round. We especially got to get Song of the Brave rolling in here. So let's head over, let's get rid of that endeavor and innovate. Oh boy. Oh boy. There it is, everybody. Song of the Brave. There it is. Well, we'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take it. It adds. What did it add? Saga? Which I think is also really good. Yeah. Newborn survivors start with 2 courage, 2 understanding, and the first age, which is awesome. What did you do, Titan? Okay, we have 1 endeavor left without the ability to scrap smelt. Unless we go to the stone circle. But the problem with going to the stone circle to do the harvest ritual is that uh, we're just as likely to. Well, I mean, we spend our endeavor. So we couldn't special innovate it anyways. But we would be able to, like, hoard it, I guess, for the next year. Um, but we're probably going to go hunt a Gorm with Song of the Brave to get rid of Gorm Climate. So I'm going to do something that I don't think is illegal. And if it's illegal, Bill can't comment right now to tell me it's illegal anyways, so win-win. I'm going to look at scrap smelting. Level 2 lion. Where is scrap smelting? There it is. So we do need a ridiculous amount of bone. We need 5, so we need 11 total bone to get the blacksmith if we go this route. So 11 bone and 5 organ. We have 9 bone, I believe. So we need to keep at least 2 of these bones. Definitely archive the love juice. I'm gonna throw both. I'm gonna throw the broken lantern and both irons in there. Puts us up to 9 iron. Heavens. Broken Lantern's been inventoried. Love Juice has been inventoried. I'm not really interested in a white fur set at this point. So we're just saving this hide to become uh, lantern leather, which I guess we could convert it into leather, actually. We could convert all 4 pieces into leather with our last endeavor, which would get us an item in the blacksmith when we can get it unlocked. No, it wouldn't. We need 16 leather. And a ton of bone, ton of organ. Holy moly. I guess we're not as worried about our resources since we now have Song of the Brave. If we don't have to deal with Gorm Climate all the time, we could probably just keep the iron in there for a while longer. I don't know. I'm going to put those fresh acanthus in here too. I think we spent 1, so I'm only going to put 2 in there so that we can get that dried acanthus back out of there and back into the gear grid. Our evasion isn't great, you are correct. It is true. I'm trying to keep Discord open here just in case Bill's saying more. Bill says he's just gonna be quiet unless I'm ruining something. So I better be on my A game here. I don't know. It's kind of a tough call because we got, is it the Butcher coming up pretty soon? Butcher in a few years. I'd love to get rid of Gorm Climate, but in order to do that, we need to fight a Gorm again. So we could go fight a Gorm, just whoop on him, and get some organ out of him. And then that'd be done with Gorm Climate for a while, till we unluckily draw it again. Because if we fought Gorm, he's pretty organ heavy, right? So I'll bet we could get a ton of organ from him. Get rid of Gorm Climate and crit farm him. Yeah, we could definitely crit farm Gorm. The thing is with Gorm is we would probably only fight him at level 1. Because from what I've seen, fighting him at level 2 sucks. So if we're gonna fight him at that high level, we might as well just wait until we can skip level 2 and go to level 3, right? And get the regeneration suit. Why not a level 2? Isn't his event the isn't that event just horrific that he does on level 2? Like his thing? The Grata or whatever? I thought it was awful. Maybe I'm wrong. Where is he? There he is. You kinda like Grotto? Oh, that scares me even more. It was kind of a close call on a level 2 White Lion, but if you think we can do a level 2 Gorm. I'll go for a level 2 Gorm. Let me see what Bill's saying. Let me see what Bill thinks about a... Bill says never fight a level 2. Only 1 or 3. So... Rock, he's not here to balance you out. He's not here to say... I don't know why. I think just... Bill says because of the random severe injury to everybody. From his event. There's a random... Can we look at the event or no? Can we go look at Fetid Grotto? So Fetid Grotto is what we start. Approaching their quarry, the survivors are overcome by sickening... Yeah, good luck, I ain't saying that. When the survivors arrive at the showdown, each survivor approaches the cave, and in Aftermath we make a blind exit. So the blind exit's where you can get the acid palms. Gain megalophobia. It's dumb. -1 permanent strength. Ouch. Legendary lungs is cool. But before 1 through 3, you could get in trouble. 4 through 7, take all your waist armor away and put it on your head. 8 through 10, frenzy. So where's the guaranteed severe injury at? Definitely doesn't look like there's a guaranteed severe injury to me anywhere in here. You could definitely have a small chance of getting a -1 permanent strength or megalophobia. I could see that. But yeah, maybe you are thinking level 3, Bill, for the guaranteed severe injury. Yeah, I'm not at all interested in doing a level 3 right now. But I don't feel like a level 2 is impossible for us by any means. I mean, I know he starts way back here, but now we all get to take Path of the Brave and Overwhelming Darkness, which is nice. Yeah, you get both sides. Yeah, this is when you arrive to the battle, and this is when you leave the battle. Yep. But there's only one instance in here where you get a severe injury, and that's if you roll 1, 2, 3, and then roll a 2 through 7. So if you roll a 1, 2, or a 3, you're real likely to get the collapsed lung. But my guess is that it's probably... Whoops, I didn't want to close it. My guess is it's probably the level 3, because that's called like Final March. I don't know. Collapsed lung isn't that bad. What is it? Let's test it out on this fella. Let's see what it is. Collapsed lung, you can't breathe. Gain a -1 movement token and a bleed. No, that's not bad. I'd be fine going after a level 2 Gorm, just to ensure we get the most resources and all that jazz. We are aging pretty quickly when we constantly fight level 2s. But if we're successful in this hunt, we'd come out with a sword master. We can't come out with a shield master because Dorothy has to take a hunt off, which is super annoying. But we could start getting Titan in the mix. Titan can start working on whatever, really. Fight a level 2, let's do it. So I know Rock's down, Titan's down. Oh, that's from Bill. Bill's down for a level 2. Nobody aged up.
Um, but so Dorothy can't go, unfortunately. Guts can't go. He's our pal, but he can't go. So we would take Tarna, Thistle because of the luck, I guess. Oh, Thistle can't because he had post-traumatic. So it would be Tarna and three newbies. We might need to take Thanos and give him this gear grid, which isn't very good, just so that he can do the cat eye circlet for us, but mostly bringing him so that he brings in the +1 damage or whatever for everybody. Take Titan, Spire. Spire would be a good one to go. So that's three. Septa is a unit as well. Fair to sucks. I mean, we might as well take Thanos, really. Take him and let him give everybody a strength token. But we won't leave him as red gear grid. We'll move him to probably this gear grid so that he can shoot the bow when we need him to, and then just use him 99% of the time for circlet. Our support character, if you will. So it would end up being a little bit more like this. Because Spire, Tarna, Titan. Yeah, you're not wrong. I could actually switch. Well, I could switch Thanos out with Septa, but nobody aged up. Mm-mm. Titan would probably take over the red gear grid. And I would probably want him swinging that greater Gax. I'd give him the Gax and the spear. And let our support character carry the bandages. Because I think he's got iridescent hide too, so he's going to get a ton of armor. Pretty safe there. I do want Thistle to do Qatar, honestly. Um, but he's got to wait out a fight anyways. He has to wait one because of PTSD. So I'm going to put in the departing notes up here that we're going to plan to go after a Gorm level 2. I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I am sure. Well, maybe we will keep doing mineral gathering for Tarna since she already has hemophobia, so she can't get it again. Damage has already been done. Otherwise, I was just going to take that out. But, like I said, damage has already been done. I could pick all this stuff up, put it back. Can you ask him if he's doing another year from Bill? Let me run and ask my wife real quick. Don't need shield on top left gear grid. Oh, true, because that's not our shield or our shield proficient person. So shield could come back down here to our Gormit suit, which is where it kind of belongs, in my opinion. Um, I probably could do another year. Thing is, I'm just supposed to leave town around 4 for that. So it was on my wife's side of the family, that passing. So would you guys be available for another stream when I get home this evening? It wouldn't be super late, but normally we start at 7. This probably wouldn't start till like 9. And if that doesn't work, I totally get it. Titan would be in for that at 9. And I know that's super out of our routine because I know you guys work on Mondays and I don't want to keep you up way late, but um, Bill, I'm not going to unblock you. I like you blocked. Um, but I really didn't block you. I don't know what's going on. I do feel really bad that that's being weird for you. Um, but let's plan on that. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord if I'm going to get back earlier than that. But I just feel like we would be super rushed if we tried to start one now because in about 2 hours I need to leave town, and it just took us 2 hours to fight a level 1 or a level 2 lion. So, um, yeah, I think that'll probably be better, and hopefully when I do a new video, uh, it'll let Bill back in. So let's plan on that. When we get together and start up stream, we will analyze everybody's gear grids, change it all in the app, and go from there. Pretty successful year again. I mean, it could have been better. Definitely could have been worse. So we'll take what we can get. But I will chat with you guys in a couple hours. Be safe and enjoy a relaxing